Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of you all. Hello, good night, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How are you? A strange time to be streaming. Yes, I know it. It is an odd time. I do odd things. Hi there, my name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. If you do not know who I am, please like, share, and subscribe. Share the screen. This video, whatever you want to call it, please share it, comment, let me know what you think. All those things are fan-dabby double dosies. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you can consider hitting the subscribe button, that'll be fantastic. I am crawling to, what is it? Something like some round number, right? Some round number of subscribers, and I do not know how many. It's like 3,500, but I've been stuck around 20 before there for like, I don't know, months. It feels like months and months and months and months. So yeah, I think it's some kind of like benchmark you've got to get over to be able to grow your channel again. So if you haven't hit subscribe, if you can consider doing that, that'd be really nice. If you are subscribed, could you please make sure you're still subscribed? Listen, the YouTube algorithms get so funky around election time, and we're in that in the US, and we're in that trench run. We're starting that right now. So they're gonna be doing whatever they can to shadow ban my content. You know, it's the weird thing. The weird thing about where we live today, the environment in which we live in, it's that nothing is unconnected, right? You know, you can't say, I don't like Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who very much, and if you like it, good for you. Honestly, I don't know why you get upset with me not liking it, but okay. But then you also go, I'm politically on a different page to you about everything. The fact is that it does work out that way. Anyway, we have Doctor Who magazine to review. I wanted to do my live stream last night. Didn't have enough time. Too much stuff to go over. And then I had to do a news video. Let me pull this up. This was a great little news story. So this is dropping today. So August the 22nd, 2022. 1 second. That was over. Go. This doink. Share screen. There you go. So this is coming up today. And this is coming up there like 3 o'clock UK time, probably. Yeah, I think 3 o'clock UK time, probably. Just recorded it. Look, I feel bad for Colin. I really do. He's lost his license for 3 weeks, and he was tearful. Genuinely, it's a sad story. But there was so much. I was away for the weekend, which is why I'm recording this video. Right, I'm doing this video live right now. I was away for a few days, and just like so much stuff happened in this little Doctor Who world. So I had to record a full Newswalk video. So we go over the Colin Baker story. You're Nick Sunny. I don't know why the Trumpton Camberwick Green policeman seemed right. I just think it seemed right. Yeah, I just think it seemed like the right thing to do. If you don't know what Trumpton Camberwick Green is, now it's an English children's TV show. So yeah, he was speeding as I have him in Bessie. It's all a fit up, I tell you. You're Nick Sunny. If you're not English, your nick means you are arrested, sir. Please trot along. Come along now, sir. So we're going to do that. We're going to go over the Jodie's tribute to the past. I do more about the Justice for Noel Clarke, the incredible article by John DeWhite. Really, really going deeply into it. But why am I recording this right now? It's because I am cream crackered, mate. I am absolutely knackered. I was away for the weekend, as I said, and I overindulged a lot, right? I overindulged a lot. I had a great time, but now I feel a little bit, my stomach feels a little bit sick, right? My stomach feels a little bit sick. So I just want to get done. I want to be done. I want to get this review out. And I figured, why not do it live? If anybody turns up. So normally when I do these reviews, I haven't read the issue yet. So this time I've read most of the issue. And I can give you a much better review of it. But first, let's talk about this cover. This cover is freaking incredible. So this is by a fan artist called Oliver Arkansas Jones. Let's look at some of his other work. In a second, we do share screen, Chrome tab. We'll go to TwitTwat. Yeah, one second. We'll go to his. We'll see who's mentioning on Twitter. Where is it? Doink. And he's famous for doing these things. So this is Planet of the Daleks. This looks like it's probably digital art, but it's just wonderful. He really, really nails that 1970s movie poster film. Isn't that great? The Daleks Strike Back. Wonderful one. So we've got another one as well. He likes the that's Planet of the Daleks. This is well, I guess this will be putting them two together. It's not space. What's the space one? That's what they called it. Frontier of Space and Planet of the Daleks together. Again, I don't know if he's using Photoshop. I mean, some kind of filter to make all these images, or he's digitally painting them. But they are lovely. Look at this. So this is one from a video cover from Illegal Alien, which is a what was it? Mike Tucker Cyberman book he wrote for. What was it? The Missing Adventures, I think, for Virgin. Oh, look over here. We have Invasion again. It so nails the time, doesn't it? It's so right. So yeah, this is fantastic. I absolutely adore this stuff. Please, more of this Doctor Who magazine. It's honestly, I think they what's it, Revenge of the Cybernauts. So this will be a crossover that never happened. This is a crossover with the Avengers. What else we got? Yeah, he's a bit of a Jodie fan. And said, look, God bless you, mate. Love that you love it. Not for me. Again, makes it look like a spaghetti western. Let's see what else we got. Is that it? Come on. There should be more. No. Fine. Let me look over here. So I saw a bunch on Facebook, right? But I really do enjoy what this guy's doing. Here, let me go and do a search over on the Facey books. We go over to here. 1 second. Stop screen. We'll go there. Search, right? Search Facebook for Oliver Arkansas Jones. Artwork. Okay, so here we have lots of them now. So here, this is glorious. Here, let me pull this up. Share screen. Doctor Who on the Web Planet. I love the Cushing in there. Right? Why they didn't make a Web Planet, I don't know. Oh, would have been lovely. Oh. I do like Peter Cushing's Doctor Who. This is the final end of the Dalek. Oh, bit of Bernard Cribbins in there as well. The Evil of the Dalek. Who's playing Victoria? It's Madeline Smith. Okay, fine. It's an interesting take on it, but I do like the Daleks exploding. Mission to the Unknown. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Oh, man. I do hope at some point we get a Dalek Master Plan release somehow. Rocket to Refusis. So this would be the Ark. I think the Ark sounds better. The War Machines. Oh, man. Underwater Man, he even made it look good. Tomb of the Cybermen. Invasion we saw already. Spearhead from Space. Again, I like that it changes with like the feel of the era. Right? Doctor Who and the cave monsters. Terrifying creatures from a long-lost age. You should have had Edward Woodward as a doctor in that one. That would have been tight. Ambassadors of Death, Project Inferno. It's got a very good spaghetti like western sort of feel to it. The Demons. By the way, if you like Red Letter Media, they have a really good review of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on right now. Which, if you've never seen it, it is a fantastic movie. I like the Daryl Joyce movie version of The Demons. Sea Devils. More Sea Devils. I think this one's a bit better, right? That was good. This is a bit more lurid. This is a bit more like, Saturday matinee at the movies. Planet Evil. Pyramids of Mars. This is better. Prefer the Curse of Sutek. Brain of Morbius. Oh, that was pitch perfect as well. This is all this. Robots of Death. Oh, no, that's much better. I Robot della Morte. Okay. I like that he does the Italian ones. I don't know why. It's just bonkers. Talons of Weng Chiang. Megara. Vegetation's good. Now we've got that bit of an 80s feel to it. I like that. There you go. Shock, yeah, going much more 80s now. Attack of the Cybermen. The collar's looking a bit dubious. Mummy on the Orient Express. Yeah, we got that classic vibe going now. Phantasma. Look, it makes it look good. I have to tell you that I thought the Lone Cyberman was a reasonably good idea. They did badly. Wotan. Doctor Who is required. Il Pistol. Oh man, that is gorgeous. Oh, somebody should make that into a t-shirt. Image of Fentar. So there you go. So that's who's did the cover this week. I think that's this month. I think it was an absolutely fantastic idea. One of the strongest editorial decisions they've made in a long time. So anyway, I thought I'll do this live rather than pre-recording because I just want to stop. Right? I want to be done. So anyway, so this is the issue we got this month. What's the cover? Robot Slaves of the Great Intelligence. So Rusty Davis, he has a fantastic, not column, several page article in this about Bernard Cribbins. Yeah, look, we will look at it as we go through. So honestly, I think it's worth buying on the strength of the cover. I can't wait till October, November when we can get rid of that damn logo, right? Again, if you like the current era of Doctor Who, I mean you no offense whatsoever. I can't stand it, right? I won't buy things with a logo on it, generally speaking. Like I buy the Blu-rays and I make my own covers. I just don't like this era of Doctor Who at all. And I'm a graphic designer, so I can. So yeah, I think this problem will be over in a few months. But other than that, absolutely lovely cover, right? Really, really good move. So we got the contents pages, nice bit of Bernard Cribbins going on here this month. By the way, to the copyright gods out there, the copyright overlords, you will see I have fogged out many pages of text, so it's not possible for you to pirate this issue from this video. Not that anybody ever would do that, but yeah, people are crazy. Look, it was a rough month this month, wasn't it? Certainly, we had. We lost a lot of people. We lost Bernard Cribbins. We lost David Warner. Somebody else passed away as well. A lot of people didn't make it through the month. So so we got a little blurb about Oliver Arkansas Jones. Oliver illustrated the front cover of this issue, drawing inspiration from horror and science fiction movies, movie posters of the late 1960s when The Abominable Snowman was produced. A lifelong Doctor Who fan, Oliver has discovered the series when he watched Day of the Daleks on VHS tape. Well, I wonder if he watched that original one they pulled out. Lucas Testro, in the article's beginning on page 24, Lucas shares highlights of his documentary, Mythmaker, The Lost Legacy of Donald Cotton. And so, look, this isn't really an era of Doctor Who that really does it for me, but I'm interested in it. But I guess he's very into it. He lives in Melbourne, Australia. He worked on Neighbours, just finished, I heard, and made a short film about time travel. He also has a Doctor Who podcast, Doctor Who and the Episodes of Death. I'll check it out. And Mark Wyman. Mark was a regular contributor to Doctor Who in the 1990s-2000s. I remember. He covered numerous Big Finish recordings where he met more guest stars than you could shake a sonic screwdriver at. In 2006, he interviewed the legendary Bernard Cribbins. Their lively conversation is reproduced on page 16. So, yeah, the problem with Doctor Who magazine is it lacks focus. When you're doing a themed issue, make it all about that theme, mostly. So this is really split between. This is mainly about Bernard Cribbins, but with a little bit about Abominable Snowman. That's out in about a week or two. I am looking forward to that. So we get a bit of Gallifrey and Guardian. What's the Power of the Daleks on audio? Let's have a look. Hasn't that out already? The audiobook version. Oh, it's an audiobook version read by Nicholas Briggs from the John Pill novelization. That sounds pretty good. I like the Alistair Pearson cover. Alistair Pearson, is that from the novel? Well, so, I think that's from the original novel, isn't it, that he did? Audio said the Power of the Dark is something special in terms of the Target novelizations, not only because it's epic. 9 hours, wow. See, they're too long for me. They are too long for me. I do want to listen to the new original one. Friend of the channel, can never remember his bloody name until I see it, right? And You can never remember his name till it's here, but it looked like an interesting one. Also because it's a first regeneration story, but the second Doctor story and a Dalek story. So Alistair Pearson has revised his original book cover of the art for the audiobook edition, and Nicholas Briggs is the audiobook reader. Let's zoom in a little bit on the cover because it's a pretty darn good cover, right? It is. I see where he's added a bit extra bit on here. Let me share screen. It's over here. Right, so you can see a bit more clearly here. So it was cut off. I think the bit of the Vulcan spaceship was cut off. Now people are not happy with this Lee binding cover of season 2. I honestly, to me, it looks fine. I don't know why people are upset with it. Somebody said last night on my live stream, he said that they looked a bit too shiny or something. I can't remember. So here's my next question: am I buying this this collection? The Ultimate Daleks, a new collection of Dalek comic strips from Doctor Magazine. So this is the Return of the Daleks, first time reprinted. Then Absolute Dark Dalek Killers, Star Killers. I already have those. Dogs of Doom, Nemesis of the Daleks, and Metamorphosis. Disney remastered. So it's Return of the Daleks, right? And the Doctor and the Dogs of Doom will have new commentaries by writer Paul Scoons. Is it Scoons? I think it's Scoons, right? So I know. It looks like a nice collection though. Rani Takes on the World. Now I do like this idea, right? I do like the idea of them doing Rani spin-offs. Not for me, right? It's not my sort of thing. But I know there's a lot of huge fans of the Sarah Jane Adventure. Question, says Colin Archer, what's the definition of regeneration story? One of the Doctor actually regenerates? I would say so, right? I mean, if you want to say they replay his regeneration at the beginning of Robot, it's still not a regeneration story, right? The regeneration story leads up to the regeneration, in my mind, anyway. So this book's out. I've spoken about this before on another live stream, but The Art of Phil Bevan. That looks really, really cool, right? That looks really, really cool. I'm very tempted to get that. Although shipping is just atrocious, right? Times Life of Candy Jar UK is a collection of work of Colin Howard. Oh, I want that too. Like, Colin Howard is fantastic. I used to love his stuff. Radio Who. 2 new radio programs with Doctor Who connections now available. BBC Sounds in Free Thinking, The Daleks. Host Matthew Sweets. I like a bit of Matthew Heats book. So Nicholas Briggs, Roberta Tovey, Mark Gatiss about Doctor Who's most famous race of monsters. Elsewhere, a 4-part comedy, Damned Andrew, which is narrated by writer Alan Moore. Really? Okay. Featured contributor Toby. I heard he's got a new book out. Toby Adoki. Includes mention of the Troll Doll from Terror of the Autons. Beryl Reid and Earthshock and similar obscure Doctor Who references. I have no idea what that is. I've got to check that out. Damn, Andrew, never heard of it. And this is interesting. The illustrated David Whittaker's The Daleks. Is this something that I would want? I really don't know. I don't think so. What else we got? People writing in about Bernard Cribbins. Nice bit of fan art there. Star Leonard gets the Doctor Who and Hebe Big Finish set. Bit of a booby prize there. Bit of like Dusty. What's that called on 3 to 1? When you got Dusty Bin, right? But you didn't actually win him. You just won a garbage can. That was little music. Dark Dimension. Listen, everybody tries to get close to Tim Quinn and Dickie Howard. No one's ever going to succeed. Tim Quinn and Dickie Howard were the best. So what we got here, I like the Who Tube section. That's the thing my eye always goes to. Fascinating home movie footage of Daleks in the 1960s and the story of when and where they were taken. Okay, I would have a look at that. Stunning fan-made colorization. I've seen some of this of Tomb of the Cybermen. It is fantastic, right? Absolutely fantastic. True story, Imagine Ching Pirate Queen, not interested. If you are, great for you. Doctor Who fan Maxwell imagines how the title sequence of the 60th anniversary might look. I will check that out. Some Doctor Who inspired silliness from Pip Madeley, prompted by July's record-breaking hot weather. Okay. Doctor Who Darth Dimension. Whatever. Not for me. Not for me. Fine. More letters. And again, not a fan of the current era. Do love fan art. I absolutely love fan art. So good for you guys. Time and space visualizer. Other people have got acting jobs too. See who we got. Who's doing what? Walls. Everybody gets lots of walls. Matt Smith starring along Jessica Chastain in The Stranger in Her Bed. Well, that's got to do badly, hasn't it? That's the curse of Matt Smith. Although one of the things I'm doing when I take the rest of the day off, first thing I'm going to do is watch Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. The Devil's Hour, starring Peter Capaldi, Jessica Raina, Nicolas is coming soon to Amazon Prime Video. This is the latest production of Hartswood Films, who creative director is Stephen Moffat. The series premiere at Fright Fest on the 27th. More from Fright Fest UK. I am so looking at a Capaldi horror. Yes, I am very much looking forward to that. Also providing the crime thriller Wolf, which features Sacha Dhawan and Owen Till in leading roles. Lee Harvey Jones will be directing 3 episodes of Nikki Wilson, and Nikki is producing the 6-part series, which will air on BBC One and iPlayer. Filming is underway for some been underway in full time the 4th season of HBO Max Doom Patrol, which features Michelle Gomez. Oh, she was good in that, actually. And Jacqueline King is in the theatre. Well done for you, Jackie. Jackie's got a job. In this month in 1964, hey, look, this is stuff that I read, when I'm on the toilet, essentially. I do like the inbox, so a bit of Roy Kinnear. On Friday the 21st, a pair of Daleks turned up at 8 p.m. in the installments of A World of His Own, a vehicle for comic actor Roy Kinnear, who played the inherited daydream of Stanley Blake, who, while trailing after his wife on tour on the West End at shoe shops, he fell into a fantasy about meeting 2 Daleks, apparently spelled Dahleks, apparently on a Strange Planet X. The long-lost comedy was written by Dave Freeman and associated London script stablemate of Dalek deviser Terry Nation. Okay, Terry Nation made a couple of bucks, essentially. That's what went on. So this is fantastic. This is one of the best tributes. And this is the as you'll see, you can't read this because I fogged out the words. This is Russell T Davies tribute to Bernard Cribbins. It's look, as you would expect. It's Rusty Davis, an incredible wordsmith, talking about the wonderful Bernard Cribbins. And you know, here, what do we? They have the story of how he came in. The story of how he came in, he was he turned up at 2 a.m. for his night shoot in Voyage of the Damned as a celebrity cameo, a bit of Christmas fun, right? Then Howard Atwell, who's playing Donna's what's the name? Catherine Tate, Donna's father, was just too ill, couldn't continue. So they had the idea of bringing back Bernard Cribbins. Bernard Cribbins turned up with a bag, and this is one of the things I love about this story, right? Rusty Davis says it was a suitcase, but James Strong, the director, says it was an army knapsack, right? And I like, they did this thing in the 8th Doctor Adventures from BBC in the early 2000s, I think it must have been, where you had this, you had the faction paradox where the big bad. But you had people would be remembered, right? Instead of regeneration, they were remembered. People would have their memories of the person imprinted on this biomatter, right? And so I like how everybody's memories were different. So he had his parachuter badge that he put on his hat. And it's the effort he put into everything really did show on screen. So I mean, there's very nice like personal remembrances with Rusty Davis, talking about how he was great at making a phone call, right? And that's a really fun little idea. Like, he was great at making a phone call. He'd phone everybody up, say, "Hello, how you doing?" And they'd gotta go, Toodle Pip. And everything always revolved around his wife Jill, right? He loved his wife Jill. He adored his wife Jill. So when I was reading this afterwards, I looked up when she passed away. She passed away, I think, in October last year, which is probably why he died as well. Like, I was just away for the weekend with my wife. She works in Jerusalem, which is where we were. So she went to work on Sunday as normal. She didn't have to get up at the crack of dawn to do it, because we were right there. Where it was like a 10-minute walk away from where she works. So I spent most of the day without her, and I really missed her. Right? That's really why we went away together, just so we could spend time with each other. And I can't imagine. Listen, when I always hope I die first. I'm going to given the state of my health, I think that's very, very, very likely. But I do understand, like, he soldiered on, but like it's in Judaism, there's an idea that the husband and wife's, your soul merges into one, right? Essentially, it's supposed to, you are two parts of the same soul coming together, but your soul merges into one over your life. You spend 60 years together, right? It's you're just going to you spend 60 years together. Being without is I think that's why he died, right? I think why he died, but it's a absolutely beautiful retrospective. So then we also got they put out a lot of archive interviews. So they pulled out this interview with Bernard Cribbins when he was making the horror glam rock for Big Finish. Fun little story. And then they go into like lots of people's remembrances of Bernard Cribbins. I love this scene, by the way. I've really got to do a complete Wilf rewatch, right? I'm good. It was. I remember him on the gantry. I got to watch the end of time again. I think I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll do it today, right? Because again, I'm taking today off as soon as I finish this video. Game of Thrones first, maybe then straight into a bit of Wilf action. I love Wilf. Who doesn't love Wilf? James Strong talking about him. Actually, it's one of the things I really want to listen, because he has this great monologue about being a soldier in Palestine, which is before Israel was born. And I really want. I can't remember what he said, but I found it fascinating because I'm basically there. Where I live here now, but where he was talking about. Okay. Look, watching. I'm doing a complete Wilf rewatch, right? I think that might be a video live at 11 a.m. says Red Number. Yeah, listen, I'm taking the rest of the day off. That's my plan. So instead of recording this, I have another video coming out at the normal time. But instead of recording this, I'm thinking I just do it live. Just do it live. Why not? So Julie Gardner. Again, a really, really fantastic retrospective. Oh, one of Will's great moments, taking out a Dalek with a paintball gun, which was his idea. There's a story he had about his wife, Bernard Cribbins' wife, from Rusty Davis. He said he called him once, and she said she answered the phone and said, "Bernard can't come to the phone right now. He's shooting badgers or pigeons. There was some dispute about what it was out the window, and you can hear in the background gunshots like." He's hanging out the window shooting at these things. Yes, you so know that was a true story, right? It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Look, there's a reason why he's so beloved. So this was great. I really love this whole retrospective about him, more about him. I got to check out the Midsummer Night stream that Rusty Davis did with him in it. Sounds great. So not interested in this series. Like, I am so out of the Sixth Doctor series right now. Bit of a shame, really, but what can I tell you? So I didn't read this again because I print out the stuff I'm going to read, and it's not really my. I'm interested in Six's Doctor Who. I will watch it on a Blu-ray thing. This didn't really connect me. So Donald Cotton wrote two wildly iconoclastic adventures of Doctor Who in the 1960s, but littlest known of his life with the help of the Collins family and friends. And Collins Lucas Testro reveals secret history of one of the program's most original voices. Okay. Again, look, it's all fogged out. Nobody can look at the writing. I'm not copyright violating. Don't strike me, please. Who did Anna Adamant live? I never listened to the Big Finish version of that. But okay. So Queen Charlotte says, sorry, they've done a tribute to Bernard Cribbins. It's a particularly good one. It's a particularly good one. So fine. So then we got some more Donald Cotton stuff. Again, if this is you're really interested, it's worth it. It's worth reading. It didn't really do anything to me. Oh man, I didn't really did the gunfighters. I like the gunfighters. I like the Ballad of the Last Chance Saloon. I like all this stuff. So now we go into this is where it's kind of losing focus. So a monastery in the high Himalayas was built for in the studio for 67's Abominable Snowman. They love this feature. They adore this feature of doing CGI recreation of set plans. It's vaguely interesting, not really that much, right? Vaguely interesting is the closer you're going to get. Although here, let me zoom in on this because this is a nice little touch that I wouldn't have realized without being shown this. 1 second. So here, let me change this up. Add to stream. Let me zoom in a little bit. Doink. I like showing the backdrop behind the opening to Detsen. I think that works very, very nicely. But like, I don't need a whole article about this. I really don't. But I guess it's a good space filler, right? Look, you know what? Everybody has things they're interested in. I'm interested in the writing of Doctor Who. I'm also mostly right. I normally go for that thing. If you're a set builder, I guess you'll be interested in this. So yeah, this is the one I would like to check out. What's the name of the book again? The Resurrection Plant by Will Hagcroft, right? Will Hagcroft, you can get it on down. Although you can only buy it through Audible, and I hate getting things through Audible because you have to. It always tries to make you sign up, and then you forget about it, and you end up buying. I always end up with like 3 or 4 months worth when I never ever want to do it. Just let me buy it at a reasonable price, right? It's a bit overpriced. This is an interesting article, an article that I didn't know I'll be interested in. Collectivity is generally speaking, it's often very dull, right? It's often very, very, very dull. But this week it's all about collecting original strips, and you know, you got all these like handwritten notes on them. I don't understand why they just don't like restart to recycle them, like reprint them. Like there's Graham Harper's notes on scripts, and then it goes into collecting storyboards as well. These storyboards are from Destiny of the Doctor and from Rose. Yeah, listen, I understand people collecting. Then we got the Everlasting Summer. I guess will be the last of the Jodie strips. It's artwork by Only Death Can Save Us. That's his personal thing. Rush Leach, Rush Leach, friend of the channel, Rush Leach. Only Death Can Save Us is his book. I'm really happy he's getting the work. Please, Doctor Who magazine, keep him on when Jodie leaves, right? Give us some stuff to illustrate that he'll enjoy more. Not that he wouldn't enjoy this. Let's have a quick look at what's doing in the ads. I do like the ads, right? The ads are always I find them interesting. Hang on, let's have a look. Zoom in a little bit. We'll go over here. So we got the Corgi, Davros, and Daleks. I kind of remember that. Battles in Time. They were good. Eagle Mars Starter Collection. 100. Well, I mean, that's weird. TARDIS dress and Dalek dresses. Mr. and Mrs. Mr. Men cushions. Russian doll. That's a good idea. Second Doctor. Don't Blink card game. These hoodies are weird. Who's buying them? Mr. Potato Head Dalek. I don't see who's really buying this. What is this? Mr. Huffle replica? I have no idea. I have no idea what's up with that at all. Okay. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm reading the stuff from the Generation game, you know. A coffee maker. A cuddly toy. Invasion of Time, they broke into two parts for fact or fiction. Alan Barnes is always an entertaining writer who does his work. They talk about the foe from the future, or no, the killer cats of Genghis, whatever it is. They never made that as a one of the lost stories, but they did. What was the one they did? One of these lost stories that this came to replace. Can't remember what, a foe from the future. I think foe from the future was the lost story that Talons or Wenchang replaced. What's this foiled again? Let's have a look at that. Hang on. Box outs always interest me. Okay, I like a bit of box out. So go over here. Forward again is bounce back to whence they came at the end of part 4. The Vardens reappear in the TV. Apparently, have yet to reappear in their TV series, but made several appearances in the spin-off. Paul Cornell's punk team adventure, No Future. That was pretty good. They were good in that. Appropriate enough, 94. Appropriate enough. However, the waveform waveform-born Vardens have most often been used in Big Finish audio drama. The Doctor first encountered them with his original incarnation of Simon Gore's Companion Chronicles, the first wave. Oh, so the first wave, that's part of the Oliver trilogy. Why did they not package these as one unit to download? Right? First, it was good. That was very good. Peter First narrated Stephen Taylor's subsequent encounter with the Soul Varden and Simon Gore as a locked room. Wendy Padrick described how the second Doctor, Jamie and Zoe, subsequently met a Varden vanguard in Potter's short trip story, The British Invasion, set in 51. Yeah, so the Vardens came back. And they were actually quite good, as I recall. Fine, more fact or fiction. Survey results. So yeah, so let's have a look. So number 1 was Village of the Angels. Even the Daleks came too. I thought if you're talking in terms of quality, also I think all of these are unwatchable. If you like them again, great. Revolution of the Daleks, number 4, War of the Sontarans. Halloween Apocalypse, Once Upon Time, Legend of the Sea Devils, The Vanquishers, The Survivors of the Flux. Oh, that came in last. Blimey, that's not doing good for yourself, is it? What else we got over here in the season survey? We got favorite character was Professor Jericho. Well, yeah, Carvanista and Sarah Elsing. Anybody who could like imbue their paper thin character with any character. So the favorite monster was Sontaras. I think they were very good. Weeping Angels, well, they were good, but Stephen Moffat made them anyway. Ravagers, Swarm and Azor. I thought they were good, right? I thought Swarm and Azor were actually good darn characters. I just wish they could have pulled it together more. Favorite effects, the Doctor turning into an angel. I think that was more of a mic drop moment than an effect. The Flux, oh, that was awful. Battle of Crimea. I guess. Favorite music, they're all awful. Village of the Angels, awful. Legend of Sea Devils, they're all bad. Favorite Septime, Temple of Atropos, it was just pointless. Flux damage targeted it. Again, pointless. Madam Ching's ship. That was probably the best design thing out the bunch. Then on the ancillary material, favorite book was Robert Sherman's Dalek. Oh, I should have to give that a listen to. The Essential Terrence Dix and Ruby's Curse. Favorite Big Finish was Masterful. Better than Masterful is the if you get the deluxe edition, you got Terror the Master, which is about a 3-hour story read by John Coleshaw. Excellent. Dalek Universe 1. Fuck off. Really? Dalek Universe? Oh, man. Okay. The reason I'm a bit miffed with Dalek Universe is because it didn't have Daleks in it, right? That was a bit of an own goal. So then they said the audios was set number 2 was Ninth Doctor Ravagers. That was very good. You get that gets my blessing. I don't listen to BBC audios that much. Wheel in Space, Ashes of Eternity, and Bessie Come Home. Favorite merchandise, Season 17, Blu-ray, Season 24, Blu-ray, and Evil of Daleks, all excellent. Like them all. Best issue, oh, who gives a shit? Leave me alone. Best cover. If it's this cover with the Daleks on, yeah, that was fantastic. Interview Christopher Eccleston. I don't know. He seems a bit depressed, right? Every time I read him, I'm like, oh, Chris, mate, cheer up. I really am. Their first area of Blackpool and Longleat, which was so ripped off by fans. That really annoys me. There's a great fan ebook about the Longleat and Blackpool. I know about Blackpool exhibition. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know why they just didn't pull out features on that. That's coming out. That's how many? That's what about 2 weeks away. Just over 2 weeks away. Now, I haven't listened to this yet, so it really annoys me when reviews come out before I listen to the audio. There's apparently a Christmas story in this, so I really got to get to listening to these. Maybe I'll do that as well. Who knows? Again, the Sixth Doctor stuff, I am out of. I'm sorry. It's very hard to be inclusive with how do you pronounce what's the differently abled? Is that how you're supposed to say it? I'm like wheelchair bound people, right? It's very, very hard to be inclusive with that without appearing that you're being patronized or talking down to them. Because so this character Hebe that they put in, I've only listened to one episode and there was just not much character to her. Like why is she on an oil rig? I don't know. It just seems strange to me, right? And it just seems like they're making a point, and there wasn't much character. The same actress, Ruth Madeley, was great in Years and Years. Give it a few months, says Colin Archer. It might be worth keeping out for cheap Dr. Nasty plushes to do so with archery targets. I guess, well, they're pretty cheap now. Yeah, listen, I would have got into this series if I hadn't been alienated so much by Doctor Who magazine. Yeah, these are fantastic. I'm still not available. I illegally downloaded them, so thinking I'm just going to buy them on download when they're available, right? They're not. I will pay you for them. I want them legally, right? It looks gorgeous. They look fantastic. Big recommend. Look, these might be great. I am not buying these. These novels look awful with the new logo on, right? The last batch with the old logo looked pretty darn good. They just look awful with the new logo on, and it's not even this logo is designed to be on one line. When you break it on two lines, it looks worse than it does normally. The Return of Robin Hood, not interested. Who's writing that? Paul Marks. It feels like it should be a Paul Marks book. Let's have a look. A second. I'll zoom in. Where is it? Paul Marks, yeah, The Return of Robin Hood. I don't know. It just reminds me of Robots of Sherwood, which should have been better than it was, and it wasn't really very good. I don't know. Am I buying this? I got a month to decide. Okay, I got a month to decide. I don't know. It's like one strip I'm getting. I don't know if it's worth it. So a very good feature on a Vulnerable Snowman. I might do this as a separate video, right? Or I might do this like on a live stream when it's coming up. Look, the first one they did. This is the second one with this team. The first one they did was Fury from the Deep, and it was very, very disappointing. It just wasn't very good. Davros was a great wheelchair-bound cat. You're right, because it wasn't about him being in a wheelchair. Syl, right? Fantastic, right? Hebe is just like an angry person. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, right? I do not know what their mindset was. So anyway, so the first one I thought was very, very disappointing. Fury from the Deep. They get better. Look, the other team that did them, they got better as they went along. So I'm hoping this one's going to be better. They actually put a lot of work into this. And there's a lot going on the disc which I'll be interested in. So let's have a look, see what's on the discs. And second. So you got disc 1. The Abominable Snowman episode 2, restored version. So that's the original one. Then you got the reconstructions in black and white and color, I guess, on disc 1. Audio commentaries, episode 1, production assistant Judy Shears, episode 2 and 6, animation producers Gary Russell, episode 3, cameraman Bernard Newman, episode 4, Fraser Hines and John Wilkie, John Walker, I should say, in episode 5, Special sound design Brian Hodge, and makeup Sylvia James. Then episode 4, existing material from a late night lineup. 8mm home footage. 31 Who? Oh, I remember that. That was just after. No, just before we got satellite at home, right? And it was so the big Doctor Who weekend they had on BSB, the square aerial. John Nathan Turner on this tiny set. Host Shina Perriman and former Doctor Who producer John Nathan Turner interview co-writer Mervyn Harrisman about the Yeti series of BSB program 31 Who from 23rd December 1990. So then disc 2 you get them all in color, same commentaries, and disc 3 the Abominable Snowman restored version of episode 2 with reconstruction of everything from telesnaps. Troughton in Tibet, the making of Abominable Snowman. This looks like it's going to be a good one. Fraser Hines and Tommy Adoki present new recollections from Sapien actor Ray Llewellyn and with the production team members Sylvia James, John Walker, Bernard Doe, location visitor footage, Alison Pageant, Giles Watling, brother of Deborah Watling and son of Travis actor Jack. Other contributors include Mervyn Haseman from 1990, Deborah Watling from 2011, Jack Watling from 95. Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't put on the downtime onto this as well, which is kind of like a direct sequel. Well, who was it? Not BBV. It's the other one. Oh, Mythmakers. What's the name of them? I can't remember. Real time production. Then you get the scripts, teaser trailer. Look, pretty darn good package, and I like that they go back to Snowdonia. Right, they managed to put the TARDIS in exactly the same place without telling Fraser Hines before he sees it, which I thought was very, very cool. Right, I thought it worked well. Look, the artwork looks better in this one, but who knows? I'm just we can see a closer up of it. I don't know. I'm a bit look, I'm buying it anyway. Okay, I'm buying it anyway. I will let you know if it's any good. Okay, but this is a decent feature. So this I'm looking forward to, the final David Warner Doctor. I do hope they do another one with her grieving for his loss. I think that'll be a very good idea. Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to this. I had no idea that him and Lisa Bauman were an item. Feel very bad for. This was a great series. The first set was fantastic. Doctor of War, right? It was absolutely fantastic. They're all mind-bending, really bizarre stories. Who's writing this batch? Because again, this is a really strong series. So this is written by, hang on, Lizzie Hopeley, who's not bad, Tim Foley and Nigel Fairs. Lizzie Hopeley is actually pulling it together to be quite good. This next box set, no interest in at all, right? I was just cold when I saw it, and I'm cold now. So this is the 10th Doctor with Leela, Nissa, and who else? And Eight. By John Dorney, Lizzie Hopeley gets about a bit, and Roy Gill. No interest at all, right? David Tennant not being able to work because of COVID, so let's do this. Sufficient data. Again, I wish it tied into more of the themes of the issue. I sang about Bernard Cribbins, maybe. All right, there's a lot of sufficient data about Bernard Cribbins. And next month, what do we have next month? Let's zoom into it. Sasha Dewan, who's lost the beard, apparently. Hang on, let me zoom in. So at least they got, at least they have some content to preview the new story. Let's have a look, see what they've got next month. So Colin Lavers designing the Fifth Doctor. Okay. Animal Magic, Sontaran's Saddle Up. That sounds kind of dull. Storerooms, the TARDIS invaded in the Fact of Fiction. Okay, the end of that. Man, they're spreading that out, are they? News, reviews, interviews, competitions, and a Sasha Dewan interview. I don't really take the piss out of him that much because I like that he's very passionate about the part. Right? I thought that was a good thing. So let's keep going. And then I still got to listen to this. Quite excited to listen to it. It looks like it'd be good. And finally, we have that incredible poster, right? That incredible poster showing back the logo. So is this a recommend? Is this issue a recommend? I'm going to say, well, I don't know, it's expensive, isn't it? But there's more in it than not that I found entertaining and interesting. So yeah, look, I'm just waiting till November or December when they can get rid of that damn logo. When they can get rid of that logo, I think it's going to be much more. It's just going to make it better, and it's weird, right? It's just a tiny thing, but it's going to make everything better. We're going to make it more saleable, right? If you're not a fan of Ben Cook, if he's been rude to you, he does have an article on this. Basically, they're just pulling out his old interviews when he talked about Bird and Cribbins. Mr. Jekyll said he's a bit sick of the time, well, to be honest. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. So this is different, though. The time what they had. Essentially, the premise is this: it's the Fourth Doctor has this incredible "do I have the right" speech. He's holding up the two wires to blow up the Daleks, and he decides he does. Right, he blows them up, and it forces a regeneration. His guilt, it forces a regeneration into a War Doctor, which is Colin Baker. So it's a very different one with just bonkers stories, right? It's really, really different. So I quite like this that first box set. I am looking forward to the second. I'm going to say this is a recommend. If I was going to give this a number out of 10, I would say 7. Yeah, I'll call it 7 in the current landscape. So there you go. Go out to your W.H. Smiths or your corner shop or wherever they have them now. And get your issue of Doctor Who magazine if that's what you want. Join me later today when we do all the news that I didn't do last night on my live stream. We got some crazy stuff coming up. Doctor Who News Walk, Colin Baker's Wild Ride. You're Nick Sunny. It's all a fit up, I tell you. Says Colin. Well, that's basically what he said in court. There's a lot to laugh at with this one. There's a lot to laugh at. That's going to be at 3 p.m. UK time. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please like, share, and subscribe because I'm getting close. I'm getting close to 3,500 subscribers, which I have a feeling is a bit of a benchmark to get over to allow your country to grow. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde say you had a disagreement with Faris, and he had when he said there's a lot to retcon in Doctor Who, and he claimed he was a bigot. Okay, fine. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's the justice. That's the people who just can't get over Noel Clarke not being a predator. That's for it. There you go. So join me late today when we can go over the important news of the day. I'm hitting the Emperor.